Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. We're done bug hunting, as far as I know, other than one thing we're going to fix right here. But the playtesters have, I've addressed all the playtester bugs as of right now, so we're in a decent shape. But there is a bug I want to fix, which is we can cast a spell like this once we're dying, right? So like that's not right. Like if we have half heart, and then when we get shot here, see how we can cast a spell and we're still dead, and we cleansed the bat when we were dead, which shouldn't be possible. So we just need to take off spellcasting if we're in the dying animation, in the process of dying, right? Because you die or you get hit, your health is 0, but you're not quite dead yet until you're dead. So that's what we'll be trying to do here. So let's try to find it. I guess the first step is to kind of see how we're handling the death logic. It's been a while. So it looks like, not that. Looks like if we have no health and we're not already dead, we become dead and we have a state called change state to player death. So see this, there's a dead timer. It's a dead timer. Do we use this dead timer anywhere? Oh, we do use it. Wait, no we don't. We set a dead timer here, okay. We set it to 0. Okay, we do use the dead timer. So if we've been dead, for longer than 2 seconds, we go to death. So death animation is him sitting with his head down. So he's not dead until the dead timer has gone for 2 seconds. So basically, if we're dead, if we're dead, we need to not cast a spell. So it should be, oh my god, it should be really easy fix. Okay, well, so look we have this in the player class, and this is looking for the Manus only if the Flamma is equipped. So here we can say, okay, well, our input has to be action. You have to not be in loot state. You have to have Flamma equipped. You can't have just started. And not gPlayer.dead. Then we will do everything like the vibrancy drain, the Manus, as well as the focus indicator. So I do feel bad for anyone trying to understand how I did or what I did for the magic system here, because it's like Manus is just a made-up word I have for focus, right? And then focus indicator is the white bar. Unfocus is the waviness of your focus. Focus max is I don't know what. So like the unfocus is the hardest thing, because it's not a linear, simple transition from hitting the spacebar to casting a spell. So the unfocus is the kind of like unpredictability in the spellcast, which is kind of hard to describe, but it's just like another element of randomness that makes it more difficult, not so straightforward how to balance your focus. Let's see if that works. We're gonna see if we have no health, if our Manus will stop casting. So let's do that. Oh, see it. If I hold it, it didn't drain. So the Manus drain needs to happen. So that. Oh, I didn't even switch over, did I? Hold on. It didn't work. It did stop us from casting and raising our focus, but if our we need to set certain things. Let me think, because this unfocus. Let me think about this. Oh god, dude. Unfocus was the worst thing I could have titled this. Unfocus. What the? This was one of the first things we did. Unfocus scalar. Ooh, that's nice. So right here, if space, if space is not pressed, if space is not pressed, then we're gonna do this, which is reset our focus and drain our manas. So here we'll say, if our player's dead, then we want to actively drain our manas instead of holding it, and we do that by just draining. Oh my, dude, what is going on? My pinky keeps hitting the caps lock. Okay, so if the player's dead, we're gonna drain our focus indicator and our manas. So maybe that will do it. Let's see. I'll switch you guys over this time. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I'm too good. I'm too good. Let's see. Nice. That looks to be it. That looked to be it. Okay, it worked. So yeah, we just drained our focus. So let's look at the two lines we did. It was very simple. Okay, so we only increment our focus indicator if we're not dead, and we drain our focus indicator if we are dead. That's all we did. Okay, so we'll say that this is prevent spellcasting if gPlayer.dead. Okay, easy fix. All right. Now here's what I don't have a solution for, which is how to screen cap the process of making these executables, because I need to use Obsidian for notes as well as GitHub for checking out the Git release and uploading executables and stuff, and I don't have a way I can share that with the Mac, unfortunately, right now. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do, because it's kind of, I mean, I was not going to stream tonight because I basically just need to make the executables, and I can't test it without my new computer, so we're just stuck on Mac right now. Is there anything else, any other changes we want to do? Any little changes? I do want to eventually, and see, and this is another thing, it's like, well, Asprite isn't installed, so we can't do pixel art. But the screen sharing is what's messed up, because only window capture works reliably on my Mac for OBS, so we can't do the screen cap. We have to do the window cap, and I just don't think it's worth it. Let's make a game plan. So we've done all the changes for v2.1, so I will make Mac and Windows executables, share it, and I'll share 2.1 to some other Discords than just mine, and have some fresh eyes on it. And then anyone like Kavictus or Rough Cookie, if you want to test the v1 2.1, you can. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting really close. I hate that my computer crapped out the week. It was the day I was uploading executables for the v2.0, and I lost my PC and Linux machine that day, which just sucks. No update on the new computer just yet, other than they said it's processing, so it's not shipped, but it's processing, so good. They haven't charged me yet, so. Oh yeah, you know, I'm worried. I am like worried that it's very tough, and it is tough. But what I recommend is playing the song and ignoring the frets and just do the strings. And then if you can at least get the timing right with the right strings, then slowly add in the frets. And I think that's probably the best way to practice, is just to worry about only the strings, and then once that's like second nature, then just chuck in the frets and you're good to go. But I believe in you, dude. I believe in you. You can do it. And that's the there's only 4 songs in the whole game, right? There's only 4 tomes. So I wanted them to be somewhat substantial. And I try to be fair. Like I give the player 5 misses. So if you can miss 4 notes, you can still beat the demo. But there's only 4 tomes, so I wanted to make them kind of substantial. So hopefully it's not too tough. But I do agree it is tough. It took me a little while, for sure. Here, let's maybe just play around and see if there's anything else we have an idea for. There's one thing I want to do with the trees, because right now in the dark forest the trees are so square. I'll show you what I mean. Like, look at this still. See how it's just a whole square of trees? And then this is like an L of trees. Like, it's just so plain that it looks just too boring to me. Oh my god, that guy almost came after me. Oh, dude, okay. There is something I want to do that Link's Awakening does, which is like they have the 2x2 tree sprite, but then they have another sprite of a tree in between the tree, if it makes sense. It looks like they're layered. So like that way it doesn't look like it's just a square, but it's a little more layered with different shapes of trees or something. Just because this is the only thing that's kind of left, like a rough edge of the demo, is to me is that it's a little too boring here. Like, it's very rectangular, and I kind of just drew it out to map it out as like it'll be these squares, and then I just kind of left it there, and there's not much of anything going on, you know. Like we put a little box over here, and we put a little like ruin over here, but it doesn't do anything. It's just like something. What else do we need? I can't think of anything else we want for the demo at the moment. Yeah, I like this. Because if you pull like this is really nothing in the game, this island down here, but in the minimap we made it look like there was an island down there, or we drew some temporary stuff down there. Okay. There's nothing to interact with in the Fisher's Hut. Oh, you know what we do need is the Tome 1 inscription writing here at the beginning at Mage's Castle. So that's what we need to add. Glad we remembered that. Right here. We need to add dialogue box here. So this is on scene 5.3. What is it? Oh shit, we took off 9.2 is what it is. Okay. Okay, so we need to add a dialogue box to 9.2 at a certain spot, and we'll give it the appropriate text. It should be really easy. 9.2, there's only one dialogue box. Oopsie. Over there. So we define our dialog box in our map declarations, I want to say. Yep. I already forgot. 9.2 was it? 9.2 was it? 9.2. Okay. Anyways, we'll say that this is tome 1 inscription. It's actually like the tome 1 placeholder or tome 1, because it's not tome 1, but it's where you're supposed to go. So like tome 1 solution, or tome 1. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's say it's 9.2. I want to say it's 9.2. Let's give it the first dialogue entry. It is not attached to a NPC. It is a signpost, no option. And we need an X and Y, and right now it is at a strange 9:3. I want to say, does it go down and then to the right? Let's say it's 3. Oops. Let's say it's 3:7. I don't know. We'll try it. So we'll call this here. We'll put in there. Hello, Victus. I am sure I put it on the wrong tile ID, but we'll see. This will at least get us to the point where we can see it. It is, oh my gosh, it is a 9. Okay, it is a 9.2. Okay, that's good at least. Okay, right here. So this is, we need it, it's 2 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over. So 2 down and 8 over. So let's try 2 and 8. Okay, we might have swapped X and Y, so let's try to swap them. I should have baked in the parameters that you just give it the coordinates and then it calculates the tile size. We did not do that. I should have. Hello, Victus. We got it. Okay, so this is gonna say this tablet. Oh my gosh, you guys didn't even see it. This tablet's gonna say something like the yeah, not asking, just kind of saying. Proof of concept, really. But yeah. I do like that we got the animatables animating while it's paused, instead of no movement. I think it's kind of fun. So we need to say something like the writing has faded on this old stone tablet, but there is a symbol in the bottom corner, or something like that. And then that can help people kind of know that that's something. So we'll say that it is, change what's inside. We'll say the writing, yeah, I don't know how to make it shorter than that. I want to say the monument, or would it be a monument or a tablet or a is there a word for like a the inscription? Yeah, I do like inscription. The inscription. Yeah, I don't know. This feels not great, but the inscription is faded over time, but there's a symbol in the bottom corner. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I don't have a way to kind of distinguish dialogue from game voice, or how you mean, like where it tells the player something instead of is dialogue. What's the word for that? So the inscription has faded over time, but there is a symbol in the bottom corner. I'm not quite happy with that text. There's something missing from then. But then here, yeah, I think it works because here I describe it as if the yeah, over time. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good feedback. Yeah, the inscription has faded, yet there is a symbol in the bottom corner or something like that. Yeah, the inscription has faded. Yeah, there is a symbol. Etched in the bottom corner. But the glyphs are still there. But the glyphs, or the yeah, there is here. We'll see how we word it on. I think we word it when we get the tome in some little way that we say something. Hold on. The inscription has faded, yet there is a symbol etched in the bottom corner. Yeah, I don't know. It's not quite there yet. I like the first half. I just don't like the and there's a symbol. It's just kind of weird. Let's see what we put for the tome reading. Oh, we didn't mark it. Wait. Oh, 9.2. No, that's the one we just had here. It is engraved, so we say it is engraved and it bears a message and there's a symbol etched. So that's the language we use for when we grab it. So maybe we can say the inscription has faded, but there is a symbol etched on the bottom corner. Yeah, because this mentions the symbol. Okay. Yeah, symbol etched is probably what we're going to go with. Engrave, carve, inscribe, cut, incise, chisel, score, notch, imprint, impress, deboss. I like this, dude. Yeah, there's some good stuff there. Yo, Katron, what up, dude? 3 days in a row? What's up, man? How's it going? Hope you're having a good night. I like inscribe. You know what? You know, I do think we still need a little bit more mention of the corruption. I think we need a bit more lore, like a bit more about the corruption, or because the thing is, it could be a corrosion burn from the corruption or something. Because as far as the story goes, the corruption is because of the mage's fault. So like the magic caused the corruption in this world. I originally wanted a more hostile village because they don't like the mages, because they brought upon the corruption, and I kind of left a lot of that out. It might be something we do. Corruption can eat away like it is living. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because it's yeah, so there's another thing with the game, and maybe we can add, you know what? Yeah, maybe this is the perfect spot to add it, is a corruption hole. Like a, gosh, I don't know if we'll add it for the demo, but something like here, instead of this being like a path, I want it to be like a broken path, and there's like a corrupted chasm right there in the center of this, and this is where the geckos are, because I want to get the point across that and see, this goes even further, because we probably shouldn't add this for the demo, because it'll just make much more work for us, and we're trying to do it. But we want to do, oh, sorry dude, sorry. This is why I hate the Mac setup. Right here for the path, I'm thinking long term for the real game, we're gonna have a chasm right here, like oozing out corruption, and that's what's corrupting all these guys, because every biome has a source of corruption that when you beat the boss, you essentially cleanse whatever biome, and that eases the corruption, and that stops infecting the animals here. So every animal, like right here in the forest, there's geckos, or in the village there's geckos, in the forest there's gonna be boars. So they're corrupted enemies by the time you first fight them, and there's like spouts of corruption coming out, and that's what's keeping them corrupted, because if you cleanse them, come off screen, come back, they're corrupted again. It's because we haven't solved the corruption spout issue. So once, and this isn't going to be in the demo because it's just too much, but once in the real game, once you beat this part of the demo, it'll cease the corruption from spouting anymore in this biome. Dude, that guy went for me. That was bad. I don't know if that was a bug or not, to be honest. That guy really hit me. So the goal is, for the real game, or finished game, we have little spouts of corruption, and when you cleanse the biome, when you cleanse different parts, it'll show you a little cinematic and it'll cleanse the biome, and then the next time you come here, these guys won't be corrupted, because right now, if you play the song and you actually cleanse the corruption, these guys are still corrupted and they shouldn't be. But there's different behavior for corrupted geckos versus normal geckos. So I don't think it's something we should add right now, because we're trying to ship the demo, and we can't just keep adding features, because we're supposed to be done with the demo in April. So, but long-term planning, that's what we want. And then there's going to be like two parts of the gameplay, and the first part is the corrupted half, where you have to uncorrupt the world, and then the second half is how to kind of like re-establish harmony now that the corruption's gone. So there's going to be little puzzles with the geckos and the animals in general. So it's like the corrupted birds are going to turn into birds that need to be fed seeds, and there's going to be some... Oh, nice, dude, you got the credit roll. So yeah, the game is going to function in kind of two parts in my brain. So the first part is like that corruption, where you fight them corrupted, and then when you come back, you have to solve a certain puzzle to get them kind of reintegrated. So since we don't have any of the uncorrupted state machine for the entities. We don't have even collision detection for the entities. I don't think we're going to be adding this. Nice, dude. So you cleanse the water, and the geckos are still corrupted, unfortunately. But in the real game, that will not be the case. Only corrupted enemies in biomes that you haven't completed. And just beating the boss doesn't cleanse the corruption, but playing the song does. So you get the tome by defeating the boss in the biome, then you solve the riddle or whatever we make it on for the tome to play the music. It's really just find the spot that it's engraved, and then it'll play a pretty little cinematic. So we'll just, right now we only have corrupted ocean water. We probably need a sort of corrupted theme throughout the game of other items, like a river, corrupted river, or a corrupted tree, or whatever in the forest, so that there'll be something to physically change when we play the tome correctly. So once you get the tome unlocked and then you play it, just like how when you play the first song to finish the demo, the whole ocean kind of cleanses its corruption. That's the kind of like ooh la la moment of that. And then walking up through the Brickety Bridge, you get to see that all the water has turned blue. So that's the kind of focus for the demo part. So we'll have to think about, once the other biomes are kind of built, what kind of centerpiece we want to kind of focus on to place the tome inscription for the solving of the corruption in any specific biome. And then I do think, dude, that guy's really after me. I do think, yeah, go for it, Victus. Because ideally what I really wanted to is in the full game, this is how to get up to the forest biome, is going to be up here. So there's going to be like a little dinghy boat that you can rent and float across to the forest, and you can only do that if it's uncorrupted. So the ice biome changes color. The ice the ice biome, you're saying the ice biome changes color if you cleanse the water. You're talking about the shortcut, like up here? When you're up here in the ice, it changes color? The ice changes color? Oh, it doesn't. No. Only tile IDs equal to the purple corrupted water get changed. So this purple water that's an animatable, it will switch. But I need, eventually up in the ice mountain, we need to add corrupted something. Because the way it's going to go is we've got 4 spells, right? Let's go up to the refinery to check it out. Because the Flamma is kind of your all-purpose starting game element that just does basic damage around you, right? So that's Flamma, and then Aquis is the water one. So this is going to be used in the forest, and this is a near, what do you call it? A close-up attack that stuns the enemy. So it'll take a gecko, flip it on its back or whatever, and stun it until it can get up, or you can bidet a boar up its butt and stun him for the forest. And then the Echo is a reflective spell, so more of a defensive spell, and this is going to be used for the desert for the spitting cobras. So there's going to be corrupted cobras in the desert that spit, and you have to time the Echo to reflect the venom back at him and get him to run away. So that's Aquis, and then the Lox is our light spell, and it is a long distance beam. So this is going to be used primarily up in the ice mountain with the flying birds. So you have to line yourself up to be able to blast them from orthogonal directions. And then there is no water in the ice mountain. It's supposed to be frozen ice, but it might look like water. I guess it leaves to where our Flama upgrades give us more spellcast entities. Our Aquis upgrades might do either greater area of effect or longer stun. But also, like, the little minigame for the Manus is going to be different for which spell, right? Because it's not going to be the same type of action to cast your Manus. So like there might be, you know, maybe there's one that is like you cast Manus and you can only hold your focus in a very small area. And if I don't know, you know, this is just kind of talking, but it's like I'm trying to think about how we're going to upgrade these elements. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of us right now, but it's fun to plan, right? Because we have the elements here and we have the system for them, but we don't have the mechanics just yet. And depending on which enemies we go for and which mechanics we want to go, yellow 1 cooldown for the blast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment. It'll be really fun to kind of take it one biome at a time. And my goal, we'll see, because after the demo's done, I'm gonna spend probably a couple weeks kind of like doing little things, like I want to add different save data so that you can have 3 different profiles or whatever, right? So that you can start a new game and have your old save too. So I want to add that before we get started on the rest of the biome, basically. And then we're gonna go one biome at a time. And I want to try, you know, we're gonna have to see, but I want to set a really ambitious goal for the first biome, because we have 4 biomes left, plus whatever secrets we want to add, and we're already a year and a half into development, and this game was supposed to take 2 years. I knew, you know, 6 months in, I knew it was going to balloon, but I don't want to be making this game for 4 years. I love making the game, but I need to keep learning and doing other style of games after this. So I'm hoping we can finish this game in a year and a half. You know, I say 2027 at the end of the credits. So if we can make the 2027 deadline, I'd be very happy if we get all the biomes. But that means, let's say that gives us just over, I mean, I guess it gives us 2 years. But let's say it's going to take 2 years and we have 4 biomes left. That's a biome every 6 months, which is, I know. It's 2027, guys. But basically all this to say, I want to try to get done a biome in 2 or 3 months. Because if we can hit a biome developed in 3 months, including, you know, all the art for the biome, any sort of missions, any sort of enemies, the boss, the tome, the cinematic, that's like 6 kind of major things per biome. And if we can get those 6 things done in 3 months, then all we have to do is do that again for the rest of the 3 biomes. And then it's just like, oh, well, we did Ice Mountain, we knew the hiccups, we got it done in 3 months or 4 months. And then it, like, let's say it takes us 4 months to do the first biome. I'm going to look back at this and be like, I was so stupid for saying we can do this in 4 months. But the systems are there, right? Like, I mean, we have to make the mini games for the spellcasting, but only 1 per biome, because you only unlock them at a certain speed of the game, right? So that's what I'm shooting for, is going to be 3 to 4 months for the first forest biome. Once we've done some initial refactoring to make our lives easier, we're going to add a bunch of dev tools for debugging and playtesting, and then we're going to add save files. And then at that point, we can do a big episode where we do a big code review and kind of dissect what the pain points are going to be moving forward, and if we should refactor anything before we get any further. I don't know if you make documentation, but an idea when you make the next biome, write down the major steps, and then you have a guide. Yeah, I think we will do that. I kind of fell off doing the daily notes because I normally end stream with, okay, here's what we're going to do next episode, and I think I should bring that back. But yeah, as far as biomes go, you know, it's like, well, we need the layout for the levels. We need any puzzle mechanics for moving around in the biome and exploring. Any new enemies, which is hard because that entails AI, sound, game design, pixel art, state machines. Yeah, the AI logic's going to be the hardest for the enemies, but the goal is we're only doing one new enemy per biome, and we can dust in some of the other stuff, because we can dust in a gecko here and there, we can dust in a bat here and there, and supplement the biome with a couple different enemies. We can't add too many because the game has and then there's the second half, is like once everything's corrupted, there's like a second half to the game where you try to like bring a little more alignment into the world using the creatures now that they're uncorrupted. So I have to think about how that's going to play out mechanic wise, but that's definitely part of the game. It like that is non-negotiable as far as what I want the spirit of the game to be, because it's kind of like just stopping the damage isn't good enough. You gotta like work to make it whole again after the damage has been done, and a lot of games kind of end on, oh, we killed the bad guy, good job. But I want there to be a little bit more to do. Once you've gotten rid of evil, your job isn't done. So that's going to be a big part of the game, and I'll have to think about what that means. And we have to decide if we want heart containers. We have to decide if we want any stat boosts or different kind of items. It's all up to us, but I don't know. So we'll just take it one biome at a time and keep the train running. So my plan is to get the Mac and Windows executable tagged and released on GitHub within the next 2 days. And then I'll send it out and we'll get some more playtesters, and then hopefully we'll be on the road to shipping onto Steam. And then I'll look up if I'm allowed to stream X amount of that process, because I want to show y'all what it takes to get a game on Steam. So I'll take some notes so I could release as like a, here's what I did and here's what to expect. And then hopefully this time in a month from now, dude, it'll be up on Steam. I don't know how long the approval process takes, but we've got controller support. Yeah, we just need a couple more playtesters. So thanks for watching, y'all. I think there's not much for me to do today with the screen cap busted, so the game plan is I'll make new executables after I make those other tree sprites for the Forgotten Forest, or the Dark Forest. And then once that's done, yeah, that'll be easy to pixel art that, because it's already made up of the stuff I've got. And then we will hopefully have playtesters say, you know what, the loot was hard, but I didn't crash the game and everything seemed to work. So that's the goal. Let's find someone to raid out to. Sorry it wasn't a super productive coding stream. I mean, we added 2 features, which is good. Let's see. It's just with my no computer, it's just tough to do the PC testing and Linux testing. We just cannot do that. So, and the screen cap is screwed up. I cannot wait for the new computer to come. I don't know who to raid. No one looks like they're doing game dev stuff on my thing. Okay, well, we'll raid out to somebody. We'll raid out to somebody. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for hanging. I'm like, especially once the new PC is here, I'm getting back to the daily streams, because this game needs to be done. So it'll be, even if it's a day like this where I hop on and I just talk and only do like one fix or something, that's what it's going to be like. So thanks for hanging, y'all. I'll just raid somebody here, but have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Peace out. Kavictus, Katron. Yeah, have a good night, y'all.
Why can't I talk to this? Why can't I do this? And